Hey everybody, it's a walk around and demo of my 1976 Honda CB360 that's been heavily modified into a cafe racer. Starting at the front, we've got a bob front fender that's being held by a custom-made tubular bracket. We see a Viper style fairing that's been custom painted along with the rest of the bike in a beautiful white with a metallic silver and then a candy tangerine, scallops and stripes, along with the little logo of the of my little hobby motorcycle shop. One thing to notice also is the disc brake has been flipped to the other side from the standard place where Honda had it, which is just a matter of flipping the wheel around, and this actually puts the caliper, the weight of the caliper, behind the fork leg like you'd see on all modern sport bikes today. There's a custom bracketry that helped hold that Viper fairing on. It came with a couple brackets. I added another aluminum strap piece down at the bottom to make it that much more stable. Looking up into the cockpit area, we can see the big clunky instruments have been replaced by a Trailtech Vapor electronic speedometer, tachometer, time and date, tells you the engine temperature, tells you the air temperature. We've got the MotoGP style grips, or levers I should say. We've got bar end mirrors. The linkage or the brake lines have been greatly simplified to just a single line going down to the caliper, and instead of the clunky little box they used to have down in here, and the pressure switch is now built into the banjo bolt. The other controls are standard Honda controls, the push return, push and pull throttle cable, and the controls. The left-hand control is an aftermarket unit. And the ignition switch has been relocated from its normal position down near the engine to up high, where you can easily get at it. Looking at the tank, again, it's got a different filler neck that's been welded in place, and all body worked nice and smooth with the beautiful paint job on it. The whole tail section for the seat was handmade from 18 gauge and 22 gauge steel. The seat is handmade, hand sewed by myself, the diamond tufted pattern. We've got gussets that have been added to the frame. All the unnecessary tabs have been removed from the frame, but these gussets were added to make sure it doesn't flex and has plenty of strength. Got some custom bracketry here for the rear turn signals. A custom chain guard made out of aluminum. Custom rear sets made out of aluminum, and then clevises that I made myself, and a universal set of rear sets. The kickstand has been relocated forward about 8 inches to make sure it doesn't interfere with the exhaust or the rear sets. We've got a custom license plate bracket and a custom made on this engine, a custom made 2-into-1 exhaust system that ends up in a nice little shorty 17-inch megaphone. Flipping around, the horn's been relocated down here, and the fairing was drilled to have the turn signals in the front. We've added a custom steering damper for all that high-speed cornering you'll be doing on this beautiful bike. And again, you can see the rear sets, matching rear sets on the other side. The brake hub brake panel has been drilled with speed holes. The front disc has been drilled. The engines have been completely rebuilt. Runs like brand new. The carburetors have been properly tuned for this modified exhaust and for these K&N style pod filters. If you can see here, we've got permanently in place a connector for a battery tender. So let's go ahead and fire it up. One thing I wanted to mention, this custom license plate bracket actually has a light up in there that shines down on the plate as required by law in most states. At the end here, I didn't want to miss this CBR 600 style tail light, and the frame and the rear seat has been kind of built around that, and that not only is the tail light, stop light, but it also has integrated turn signals, so you have kind of double turn signals. You've got these on the side, plus those in the taillight assembly also work. We're going to fire it up. We're just going to turn our fuel tap on here, and we'll give it some choke. We'll turn the key, press the starter button. Doesn't need much choke. Whoops. Runs really, really well. A lot of fun to drive. It's got that, you know, you're leaning forward, you know, like a racer. Obviously, it's a cafe racer. Doesn't need choke for too long. Kind of walk around it again. Then I'm going to go move it into the shade so I can show you all the lights working. Okay, here we are in the shade. Lights are off now, so we go ahead and turn the lights on. You can see the neutral indicator light up here. It's still going to be a little hard to see, but the lights are on. We'll go ahead and do, okay, I think that was the low beam. Let's see. Got a high beam indicator here. So that's high beam now. That's operating. We got our front turn signal, left and right hand. And we got a stop light going right now. Hit the brake. Get that light up. Now we'll do our left turn signal. You can see how we've got the outboard light as well as the integrated light are working. Same for the right hand side. And there is a turn signal indicator when it's on up here in the dash. Again, it's going to be a little hard to see during the daytime, but it's flashing. Anyway, so there you have it. It's a one-off. It's really a one-of-a-kind CB360 cafe racer. You're not going to see too many of these like these on the road. It was a labor of love, and I hope you enjoy it. It's up for sale on eBay right now. Thank you for looking. There's so many details. I forgot another one. This hugger style rear or inner fender. It's actually mounted directly to the swing arm, and it's actually a cut down front fender from a CB450. Again, painted with that beautiful white and silver and tangerine to match. All right, thank you.